A lone road, snakes, through Bankhead National Forest. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy, painting dappled patterns on the asphalt. The forest is an unbroken expanse of green, hinting at secrets within. A weathered sign stands guard. Bankhead National Forest, welcome. The air is thick with the scent of pine and damp earth. The only sound is the gentle rustle of leaves in the wind. Inside the car, Sarah, a journalist, drives with a determined look, Mark beside her. Sarah reviews her notes on a tablet, her brow furrowed in thought. Sunlight streams through the windshield, highlighting her focused expression. Mark adjusts his camera, preparing for the day's work. The car speeds along the road, carrying them toward the unfolding story. Sarah and Mark step into Good Hope's town square, sunlight glinting off the weathered buildings. A hush falls as locals pause, their curious gazes drawn to the newcomers in their midst. Whispers ripple through the crowd, an unspoken question hanging in the air like dust motes. Overhead, a banner proclaims, White Thang Festival, this weekend. The festive announcement contrasts with a lingering sense of unease and scrutiny. The diner buzzes with morning energy. Sarah and Mark lean in, anticipation etched on their faces. Old man Cleatus, face a roadmap of time, sits opposite them, a twinkle in his knowing eyes. He raises his coffee, the aroma a promise of stories, a silent prelude to revelations. The cup clinks softly against the saucer, a punctuation mark in the unfolding narrative. Cleatus leans forward, voice raspy with age. I saw it back in '58, big as a barn. Sarah and Mark venture into the Bankhead National Forest, where sunlight barely pierces the dense canopy. Towering trees cast long shadows on the forest trail, each step deeper into nature's embrace. The air hangs heavy with humidity, amplifying the forest's earthy aroma. Mark adjusts his camera, eager to capture the untouched beauty of the ancient forest. Every rustle of leaves hints at hidden wonders, promising an adventure into the heart of the wilderness. Sarah and Mark cautiously enter the dilapidated cabin, its silence heavy with forgotten stories. Dust motes swirl in the faint light, revealing boarded windows and graffiti-covered walls. A chilling message looms. Beware the White Thang, a warning scrawled in faded paint. The ominous words hang in the air, a silent threat permeating the decaying cabin. In the forest's heart, headlamps cut through the night as Sarah and Mark begin setting up camp. The tent rustles, a temporary shelter against the encroaching darkness. Every snap of a twig sounds like a gunshot, the forest alive and watchful. The nylon whispers, a stark contrast to the ancient trees. An owl hoots, its call a haunting melody echoing through the silent woods. Shadows dance around them, the forest holding its breath. Night descends upon the forest, the dense trees standing like silent sentinels under a starless sky. A chilling howl shatters the stillness, carried on the wind through the gnarled branches. The sound, distant yet piercing, sends a shiver of primal fear through the darkness. An unseen presence lurks, its mournful cry echoing in the heart of the ancient woods. Inside the tent, Sarah and Mark awaken abruptly, their eyes snapping open in sudden alarm. The darkness pressing in around them. Sarah's hand darts out, instinctively reaching for the flashlight, her movements swift and precise. A beam of light pierces the darkness, slicing through the heavy shadows, momentarily blinding. The flashlight beam finds Sarah's face, revealing features tightened with concern, her eyes narrowed in apprehension. The tent is cast in an eerie glow. Shadows dance ominously as they try to discern the source of the disturbance. Sarah's flashlight beam cuts through the dense forest night, illuminating the silent trees. The light stabs into the darkness, revealing two piercing red eyes staring back. A chilling reflection from the depths, hinting at unseen predators lurking in the shadows. An unsettling stillness descends as the eyes remain fixed, promising danger. Inside the car, Sarah stares ahead, the road a blur. Mark grips the steering wheel, his knuckles white. Huntsville looms in the distance, a beacon of hope and dread. Sarah's eyes reflect a storm of fear and resolve. Determination flickers like a flame within her gaze. Under the soft glow of a reading lamp, Sarah hunches over a table, lost in the aged silence of the Huntsville library. Brittle, yellowed newspaper articles spread before her, their bold headlines screaming of forgotten terrors. White Thang terrorizes local farms. The sensational words leap from the page, hinting at a mystery. Sarah's brow furrows as she traces the faded ink, her mind piecing together a puzzle from the past. Sunlight illuminates dust motes in the library archives. As Sarah turns a brittle page, the scent of aged paper rising. She pauses, eyes widening at a yellowed photograph, its edges frayed with time. The blurry image reveals a dense forest, shadows clinging to the undergrowth. In the center, an indistinct figure looms large, unsettling, its color a strange, pale white. The photograph holds a silent dread, a mystery lurking within its faded depths. In the moonlit Alabama woods of the 1930 seconds, terror grips a group of farmers as they flee through the dense trees. Their faces, etched with fear, reflect the unseen horror pursuing them through the undergrowth. Heavy footfalls echo, snapping branches marking the path of the creature on their heels. The scent of pine and damp earth mixes with the farmers' rising panic. Each breath is a desperate plea as they plunge deeper into the darkness, praying for escape. Darkness descends, thick and impenetrable. A low growl rumbles through the silence, a prelude to terror. The creature's terrifying howl shatters the night. Echoes reverberate, amplifying the dread. A palpable sense of fear grips the unseen. Inside the bustling cryptozoology conference, Sarah listens intently, her eyes fixed on the speaker at the podium. Dr. Elijah Reed, a seasoned cryptozoologist, commands attention with his weathered face and intense gaze. Dr. Reed speaks, his voice resonating through the hall, igniting curiosity and anticipation among the audience. For decades, whispers have echoed through the Appalachian Mountains. Dr. Reed begins, his words painting a vivid picture of a creature known only as the White Thang. He concludes, leaving the audience hanging on every word. In a packed conference hall, Dr. Reed unveils grainy footage, a hush falling over the captivated audience. Flickering images dance on the screen, hinting at a possible White Thang sighting, igniting a spark of intrigue. Eyes widen in disbelief and anticipation as the mysterious figure emerges from the shadows on screen. The grainy details only heighten the suspense as the audience leans forward, desperate for clarity. A collective breath is held as the potential evidence of the White Thang unfolds before them. The room is filled with a mix of skepticism and excitement, all eyes glued to the unfolding revelation. Sunlight floods the modern conference hall, illuminating scattered papers and research materials. Sarah, a journalist, sits opposite Dr. Reed, a scientist, a palpable tension hanging in the air. Sarah leans forward, her sharp gaze questioning Dr. Reed's conviction. Dr. Reed, with all due respect, Sarah begins, her tone skeptical yet professional. What is the scientific basis for believing in the White Thang legend? She challenges. Dr. Reed meets her gaze, the weight of his years of research evident in his eyes. Sarah and Mark enter the Sipsey wilderness, where ancient trees loom. Sunlight dapples the forest floor. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and unknown secrets. They venture deeper, surrounded by the forest's silent watch. Each step crunches on fallen leaves. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy, illuminating a muddy forest path. Their eyes widen as they spot a series of large, unusual footprints pressed deep into the soft earth. The strange tracks lead deeper into the silent, watchful woods. An unspoken question hangs in the air. What creature left these marks? Sunlight dapples the forest floor, painting shifting patterns on the damp earth. Indistinct tracks mar the muddy ground, a silent story etched in earth. Close on the strange tracks, their origin a looming mystery. Mark crouches, his brow furrowed in thought as he examines the marks. A chilling realization dawns in Mark's eyes as he speaks. "Those aren't bear tracks," Mark says, his voice low with apprehension. Beneath a starless sky, Sarah and Mark venture into the forest's edge, the darkness a palpable entity. Eerie green light spills from their night vision cameras, painting their faces in an unnatural glow. The forest breathes around them, alive with unseen movements and rustling secrets. Each snapping branch echoes like a warning, the source of the disturbance remaining hidden. The air thickens with suspense as they scan the inky blackness, senses on high alert. A primal fear grips them as they realize they are not alone in the heart of the woods. The woods are cloaked in impenetrable darkness, silence reigning save for the subtle whisper of leaves under an unseen wind. An eerie quiet descends, broken only by nature's hushed symphony, heightening the sense of isolation and mystery. A large, indistinct white shape darts between the trees, its form fleeting and elusive in the gloom. The darkness obscures details, making it impossible to discern the creature's true nature or intent. Its movement is swift and purposeful, weaving through the dense woods with an almost supernatural grace. The rustling leaves intensify, marking its passage, a silent echo of the unknown presence lurking in the shadows. In the dimly lit bar, Sarah and Mark face a group of weathered local hunters. Hunter 1 leans in, his voice low. "I saw it myself." A flash of white in the trees. Hunter 2 adds, his eyes wide. "It moved like a ghost." "We're talking about the White Thang, right?" Adding to the tale, Hunter 3 warns, "Don't underestimate it. I heard it can tear a bear apart." The murmur of the bar fades as the hunter's ominous words hang in the air. Dim light and long shadows create a tense atmosphere, the air thick with unspoken dread. Heavy breathing echoes in the silence, each gasp a stark reminder of the danger lurking. A hunter's face is etched with disbelief and fear. "I shot at it once," Hunter 1 says, his voice barely a whisper in the oppressive air. His words hang heavy, amplifying the dread. "Didn't even flinch." The shadows seem to deepen, as if the unseen presence is closing in. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy of Bankhead National Forest, casting long shadows across the forest floor. Sarah, resolute and focused, stands at the head of a search expedition, map in hand. Dr. Reed, his face etched with concern, adjusts his glasses, ready to assist in the daunting search. A group of volunteers, their faces a mix of determination and apprehension, gather around Sarah and Dr. Reed. Each member checks their gear, preparing to delve into the depths of the vast, untamed wilderness. They venture into the forest, the rustling leaves and distant bird calls echoing in the tranquil air. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy as the expedition team ventures into the primeval forest. Towering trees dwarf the figures below, their shadows stretching long across the undergrowth. Each member scans the foliage, their eyes peeled for any sign of the elusive White Thang. The air hangs heavy with anticipation as they navigate deeper into the unknown. A sense of mystery permeates the ancient woods, hinting at hidden wonders and lurking dangers. Footsteps crunch on fallen leaves, the only sound breaking the otherwise still silence of the forest. Sunlight dapples the forest floor as Mark navigates the dense woods, shadows playing across his focused face. A glimmer of white catches his eye, a patch of hair snagged on a low branch, stark against the green. He halts, his gaze drawn to the unsettling discovery, a silent question forming in his mind. An ominous feeling washes over Mark as he stares intently, the forest's silence amplifying the mystery. Dr. Reed stands amidst a web of wires and humming devices, his face etched with intense concentration. He adjusts a dial with meticulous care, the fate of his experiment hanging in the balance. His eyes are glued to the monitor, watching the fluctuating waveforms with bated breath. "This could be significant," Dr. Reed says, his voice a low murmur in the charged atmosphere of the lab. Sunlight barely touches the hidden cave entrance, veiled by a curtain of thick, verdant vines. The team gazes up, the dense foliage casting long shadows that obscure the secrets within. An air of mystery hangs heavy, promising both peril and untold discoveries. Whispers of wind rustle the leaves, as if urging them forward into the unknown. The entrance beckons, a dark maw framed by nature's embrace, daring them to enter. The cave is shrouded in darkness, a damp chill permeating the air. The smell of damp earth fills the nostrils, heavy and clinging. An undercurrent of something musky lingers, hinting at hidden depths. Water trickles down the cave walls, each drop echoing in the silence. Shadows dance in the dim light, obscuring the secrets within. Sunlight dapples the forest floor as Sarah walks along a winding path, the leaves whispering secrets in the gentle breeze. She stops, her brow furrowed in thought, a growing unease flickering in her eyes. A faint, guttural growl echoes through the trees, disturbing the tranquil atmosphere. Sarah's breath hitches, her senses on high alert, as she tries to pinpoint the source of the ominous sound. The team moves deeper into the cave's maw, their figures small against the vast, damp stone. Echoes amplify every footstep, each drop of water a stark reminder of their isolation. A low growl begins to permeate the air, resonating within the cave's damp walls. The sound intensifies, bouncing off the slick rock, hinting at a presence unseen. Shadows dance with the flickering light, creating monstrous shapes that play tricks on the eyes. The team exchanges uneasy glances, the growl now a palpable threat closing in. A piercing scream shatters the forest's tranquility, its echo bouncing off the ancient trees. Fear grips a volunteer, her terror a stark warning in the otherwise serene woods. The team reacts instantly, a surge of movement rippling through the dense undergrowth. Faces etched with worry, they race towards the sound, a collective dread propelling them forward. The volunteer is visibly shaken, his breath ragged as he struggles to regain composure in the silent forest. He gestures wildly, pointing towards the dense tree line, his eyes wide with terror and disbelief. "I saw something," he stammers, his voice trembling, hinting at a sight beyond comprehension. "Something large and white moving in the trees," he gasps, the forest suddenly seeming more menacing. Flashlights pierce the oppressive darkness as the team cautiously ventures into the cave's unknown depths. A gruesome discovery awaits. A nest of bones and decaying carcasses. A monument to death. The stench of decay hangs heavy, a palpable reminder of the horror they have stumbled upon. Each step deeper into the cave echoes with the unsettling truth of its macabre purpose. A solitary shaft of light pierces the gloom, illuminating dancing dust motes in an unknown place. The air hangs heavy, thick with the scent of mildew and forgotten ages. Rough-hewn stone walls glisten with moisture, their surfaces slick and cold. Dr. Reed squints, the beam of his flashlight cutting through the darkness. His voice echoes in the cavernous space. This is its lair. Deep in the forest, a team sets up motion sensor cameras. The cameras are strategically placed around the dark cave entrance. The air hangs heavy, thick with the scent of damp earth. Pine needles crunch underfoot as they work in the darkness. The gaping mouth of the cave awaits, silent and ominous. The forest's darkness yields to a looming cave entrance, a silent gateway into the unknown. Out of the cave's mouth, a large, pale figure begins to materialize, its form indistinct in the gloom. The white figure slowly emerges, an ethereal presence amidst the dense trees. Barely visible, the figure hints at immense size and otherworldly grace. The forest holds its breath as the mysterious being fully steps into the night. Under the moon's ethereal glow, the White Thang stands motionless, its fur shimmering like polished silver. Its silhouette cuts sharply against the horizon, a silent sentinel in the tranquil field. Gleaming embers, its red eyes pierce the darkness, betraying the wildness within. A creature of myth and shadow, bathed in moonlight, it watches, waits, and looms. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy as the team huddles, their faces illuminated by the glow of a small monitor. The dappled light dances across their anxious faces. Sarah's eyes widen in disbelief, her shock palpable in the forest's hushed atmosphere. The monitor casts an eerie light, contrasting with the natural beauty surrounding them. A sense of unease settles among the team. The forest's tranquility is shattered by the silent revelation on the screen. Bathed in ethereal light, Sarah stands alone in the center of the room, an expression of awe and disbelief etched on her face. Light floods the room from an unseen source, highlighting the contours of Sarah's face as she gazes at something beyond. Her eyes widen slightly, a soft gasp escaping her lips as she whispers, "It's real." The light seems to intensify, casting long shadows that emphasize the room's unknown nature. Sarah remains still, a statue of wonder amidst the radiant glow, forever changed by what she beholds. Sunlight splinters through the dense forest canopy, painting the damp earth with an ethereal, dappled light. Enormous tracks scar the forest floor, silent evidence of a presence both massive and mysterious. The team gathers around the tracks, their rugged outdoor gear a testament to their resolve. A determined glance is exchanged, a silent understanding passing between them in the tranquil forest. The air crackles with unspoken anticipation as the team prepares to follow the trail into the unknown. Sunlight dapples through the dense canopy, illuminating a rugged forest trail. Twisted branches mark the path, remnants of a struggle or hasty passage. Overturned rocks scatter the forest floor, disrupting the natural order. Footprints in the soft earth hint at hurried steps, a story etched in the ground. The air hangs heavy with the scent of damp earth and crushed leaves. Each broken branch whispers a silent clue, guiding them deeper into the woods. The team emerges into a sun-drenched clearing, their faces etched with anticipation and caution. A hush falls over the group as they behold the White Thang standing majestically in the center. Sunlight glints off the White Thang, casting long shadows that dance eerily on the forest floor. The team members exchange glances, a mix of awe and trepidation in their eyes as they approach the unknown. The air crackles with an unseen energy as the team steps further into the clearing, drawn towards the White Thang. In a sunlit clearing, the White Thang looms, its size exceeding all expectations, its fur matted and uncared for. The creature's massive form dominates the scene, radiating an aura of untamed power and wildness. Suddenly, a deafening howl erupts from the White Thang, shattering the tranquility of the clearing. The raw, visceral sound echoes through the trees, a primal scream of defiance and challenge. In a silent clearing, the team freezes, their breaths clouding the cold air. A looming presence interrupts the stillness. The White Thang stands, a monstrous silhouette against the pale sky, its glowing red eyes pierced through the mist. A silent challenge hangs heavy in the air. The team stands transfixed, caught in the creature's unnerving gaze. Sunlight streams into a forest clearing, illuminating a scene of sudden departure. A large, mysterious figure, the White Thang, pivots sharply, its form imposing against the bright backdrop. With a swift, decisive movement, it vanishes into the dense, shadowed woods. The forest swallows the White Thang whole, leaving only the rustling leaves and the echo of its presence. An unsettling quiet descends, the clearing now empty, but charged with unanswered questions. Beneath the towering canopy of Bankhead National Forest, Sarah and Mark prepare their gear. Sarah pauses, her gaze drawn to the dense, ancient trees surrounding them. A thoughtful expression settles on her face as she contemplates the journey ahead. Sunlight filters through the leaves, casting dappled shadows on the forest floor. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and pine, hinting at secrets hidden within. Inside the car, Sarah and Mark leave Bankhead National Forest behind. Sarah smiles faintly, a hint of relief or satisfaction playing on her lips. Her gaze is steady as she turns to Mark, a question hanging in the air. "What do you believe?" Sarah asks, her voice soft yet probing.